Welcome back to the channel. It's going to be part 2 or day 2 for me of the boiler swap we started yesterday. We've got all the boiler on the wall. We've just got to go around and put some new TRVs on. We've got to bolt the magna cleanse on the system and hopefully get everything sorted. I don't know how much footage I'll get, and I'll try and, if it's not that interesting, I'm obviously not going to showing changing every TRV because it would just be boring for the video. So yeah, if I've got any interesting bits, I'll film them. If not, we'll not film it and I'll not show the episode. But yeah, we'll crack straight on with it. So I've just got this draining down from this point. I'm lucky on this one because this drain off empties the whole system the way it's been piped. So all I've got to do is open the air taps and it's emptying the whole water out. So I'm just going around. I've got them Danfoss for Danfoss, so it's straight swap on the valves. So yeah, not too bad. I'll go around and get all these TRVs changed and then we'll get our magna cleanse bolted onto there. One thing to note on these valves, the old Danfoss ones weren't bidirectional, but the new ones, they've got a selector spring on the top. So if you get it wrong, I know all these are on the flow anyway, the head unscrews and then you can select your flow and your return. We need them that way, like that. So the flow going through the valve. My advice when you're doing it like this, just lay all the valves out next to your radiators, get a big bucket and then just keep chucking your stuff in and just keep moving around. It's just the quickest way I find. Right, that's got all them changed. So what I'm going to do now, I've just put a new drain off tap washer in there. We'll put some pressure back in the system and then we'll get the magna cleanse unit bolted on there and then we're going to give it a good flush out. Because I've drained it all down and opened all the air taps, all my cleaner that I put in yesterday will have drained out, which is what I wanted because I don't want any cleaner left in the system. So we'll just put some pressure in. You want to wedge something in your fill loop, hold it open. That'll do it. And then I just go around, start bleeding from the downstairs up because it will drag all the air out the system then. Pressure went a bit high. It'll probably go down. I need to drain it back down through the magna cleanse anyway. It's the only thing doing it like that, the apprentice didn't do his job. I had it running yesterday with just cleaner in and it's only picked that much off. Oh, I left it running about 2 hours while I was here, plus last night it went off about 10:30. So yeah, I don't think there's much in this system. But we'll get the magna cleanse on it anyway. You've probably seen this unit before, but this is just the magna cleanse unit. This is ideal for systems that aren't properly dirty but still require it from manufacturer's instructions. So that's the micro adapter ones for the micro filters. Them ones fit the big buster filters, they fit the magna clean, the magna clean units. I can't remember what them ones for. I think they're the magna clean 2 or whatever they are, but they just screw on there, and then that they connect onto the filter unit. Got a leak on that one, not too bad. I need to tighten that up. So we need to turn the maximum heat put down. It won't need to be on 30 kilowatt for this. So I can never remember how to do these on these. I think it's 3B1. Yeah, 3B1. And then we can turn it right down. We've only got about 18 kilowatt load here. We also still need to get the shock arrestor on with the kitchen sink. Because we're on a water meter, this helps protect the boiler from shocks when taps are shut. So I'm literally just going to fit it under here on that cold pipe work. I don't think there's much in this system, but what I'll do is I'll go around and turn every radiator off bar one and just tap them through. I've just been round and felt them all. They're all getting hot to the bottom. So I don't think it's going to be a very impressive magnet pull. But at least it's done to manufacturer's instructions then. I'll get a bit of gobbler mixed up for my flue just to patch it around the outside while that's circulating around, just little bits I can do. Flue all nicely sealed with sand and cement. There ain't going to be much in this. Yeah, told you. System was fairly clean, but you still have to do it, as I say, to manufacturer's instructions. Yeah, kind of a waste of time, but not a waste of time. We'll make sure it's got plenty of inhibitor in, and that should be good to go, this system. So that's the stuff I'm using. It's just the Worcester Bosch one. This does up to 10 radiators or 100 litres. Sometimes with doubles you need to put slightly more in. So generally I check the dose. I've been and first fixed the kitchen today already, and I've just called on this job. The plasters are in next Thursday, but I'm on another job Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And there's a load to do. It's only a downstairs cloakroom. It's like a new extension, so I've got to get all my services in, and there's a cast iron saw pipe to tag into as well. I'm not going to get all this in. It's already 11:30 today, so all I'm going to do is try and get chopped in. I'm going to go pick the wall chaser up. The office is only literally around the corner. Get some copper. I'm going to chase in. The joiner's in there at the minute. He says he needs about another hour. He's just doing his door frames and stuff, so I'm going to try and get chased in from a hot, cold and my wastes. It's a little bit awkward where we're picking the heating up. Originally the builder said the boiler was in the garage, which it is, but it's a heat only, so I've got to go back to the airing cupboard and come off this side of the zone valves and then make sure the heating returns, not making sure the hot water return is still last one back into the boiler. I can't just turn to the return. So yeah, that's what we've got to do, but I'll probably be back next Thursday because I'm not getting all this done today. If I can get a few pipes put in, a few pipes chopped in this afternoon, Friday afternoon as well, we'll be alright. We'll go and see what we can get done. So this is in the garage side where we've got to run hot, cold and a flow and return down. I'm just getting all my clips and stuff on the wall. That is the cast iron saw pipe there, which we've got a T into, and the only place we're going to get it is right down in that corner, so we're going to have to step it out across, I don't know, because we've got mains gas and mains electric coming in there. So gas is a bit close to that in it, but nothing to do with me. I'm going to run along there. It's where these flow and returns come across. That's a heat only boiler. So they're lagged through there. That's under the bath, so I've got to get my hot and cold through, and then I've got to try and get flow and return back into the airing cupboard to connect on the top side of the zone valve, if that makes sense. You can't just tear flow and return into this, because A, it eats your cold feeding vent, and B, it's not on the pump side. If it was a systems boiler, you'd be okay, but because it's not, you've got to go on the other side. So yeah, and then I've got, all it is toilet is across there a little bit, basin and radiator going in there. So yeah, we just need flow return hot and cold, which is what I'm going to work on this afternoon. That saw pipe's going to be fun. And then we've got to chase everything in the other side. It's block work, some of it's brickwork, and we'll just chase it in. But that's what I want to try and get done. But the joiner's just in there at the minute, fitting his door frame, but we'll be alright. We'll get these pipes in, and then at least we've seen where we've been. I'm using these spacer clips so I can get some lagging on. I'll probably use 15 by 19. Everything's just 15mm on this job, because hot and cold's fine in 15 for the toilet and basin, and the flow and return we're only feeding one radiator coming off the 22 in the airing cupboard. So we'll get these clips along and start to get some pipes in. I've just pinged a nice straight line across, so all I'll do is measure. I've been doing my clip spacings at 60mm. I've kept it well out of the way of that ECV, so one's going to drop this side of that gas pipe, and then the other three are going to drop down there, and we'll just clip on that timber ready to shoot through across there. I get all my clips on the wall first and on the ceiling, and then just in case we're running pipes in, I find it easier to do it that way. And if there's anybody left in here. Well, at the minute I don't know which pipe's going to be which, but we'll figure that bit out. We'll do a little bit more. We'll just get some pipes in. Make it look like we've done some work. That should be alright. All we've got to do is join them into there. All I'm doing is pull bends in the corners, which I've bent all up together. Yeah, a couple of soldered elbows. Job's a carrot. They're all in then. And we've just got to work out where I'm going to cross here. Somewhere where they go through, might take a bit of brick out or something. Got to watch that shower cable. That's for the electric shower, that one, that big 10mm or 12mm, whatever it is. That'll be right. So that's got them dropped down there and across to there. I've left plenty of room around that ECV. You can still clearly get your hand in there and switch that off. Well, I'll probably just have to notch the lag in or something, but it'll be alright. We just need to work out, this is going to be tight here. What I'm probably going to do, the ground level is different as well. I need to get the 4" out and drill through. But I haven't got my wall chaser because my brother's lent it out to somebody, and basically we don't know where it's gone, or there's only a bit of it missing, I don't know. So I don't really want to get the angle grinder out in there because it's going to be so dusty, but I don't know, we'll have to sort it. The wall chaser makes such a fantastic job, you don't get any dust or anything. And they've taken the door off now, so it's straight through into the house. So I don't really want to get the grinder in there, but I'll have a look. So we've got a toilet there, but that wall is about there somewhere, so I'm going to have to get my saw pipe as close as I can in that gap. That gap's about there, and then the gas pipe's about there, I think. Radiator on there, and then just vanity unit, but I'm going to have to chop my hot coal and my waste across into this block work. Just going to have to go round and then through the wastes along with the hot and colds. My hot and colds there somewhere with flow and return, which we can chop in. But I might have a look and see if I can get the soil through, and then everything's going to have to work in around that then, I think. And chopping, it's only going to be a little rod down here. we can't go much further this way. If anything, it needs to be a little bit higher because we need to be about 7 inches to the centre. But our toilet will either have to sit off centre or just get a flexi. So if we drill a core 4-inch hole there, and the waste might have to go above it and then across or something. I'll figure that out. This drill was under warranty, so they took it back in for repair because the gearbox had gone in it, and it's lasted about 2 seconds. What's it done? About 5mm of brick, and it's gone again. That's about the 3rd time it's been in, and it's lasted literally no time. Probably they have it a month and then it breaks, but they should have just changed the drill if it was under warranty. I don't understand. Bold statement on that warranty for the drill. Apparently, if it's not the best you've ever used, you can have your money back. Well, the thing's broke again, hasn't it? So clearly it's not the best I've ever used, so that means I might just take it back and get my money back. The best you've ever used or your money back. Once you've used a mark wrist, we believe that you'll always use mark wrist because you have experienced the difference. Well, the difference is it keeps breaking every 2 holes. That Makita is the best drill I've ever used. That was like 80 quid. That mark wrist was about 500 quid, and that keeps breaking. Literally, it's under warranty, it's been in, sent it back, broke again, sent it back, and this time it's lasted like a minute, less than a minute. That Makita's flying through there. I know you're not really supposed to use them for coring, but I've had 2 of them in 12 years. I've had 6-inch core bits on there. As soon as that breaks, just chuck it away and get a new one. But right, that's the 4-inch one through. What I'm going to do is make them 2 my heating, so they'll swing along, and the rad's on that wall, that side, so we'll have to chop in, drill them through there. They'll be my hot and colds, so we just need a cold for the toilet, and then a hot and cold need to swing around again. We'll have to chop them in the wall. My basin one, I think I'm going to ring out there somewhere, and then we can boss that in either on that, well, ideally on the horizontal. If not, I'll have to go on the vertical and use an anti-vac. I'll probably just drill an 1.5-inch hole through, and then I'll have to chop along. Am I doing right? Do I want it a bit higher? Hot and colds can run underneath it then. I might go a bit higher because then it'll give me more scope to boss on the vertical, because I'll end up cutting that up there, putting a Fernco down there, either a cast or a Fernco, one of them cast McAlpine ones or polypipe that will push in, or I'll have to use a Fernco and then a T and then a boss, and that's the only way you're going to do that. So I think if I go a bit higher, I'll still get a drop across my basin. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. I think that's how we're going to do it. And then hot and colds can run underneath, around, and then the waste on top, out, and then the rad's not such an issue, they'll just go through there. And then this is just going to have an elbow here. I'm probably going to have to use a couple of 45s, kick it back in, clip, and then in there. The clips will probably, I'll have to space the clips off or get over that electric cable. That cast looks like it's been leaking anyway at some point. It could even be rotten where it hits the ground. It might have just been something spilt, but it does go rotten. Right, so that's all good. That's the waste done. So mark out, I'll probably get one of the lads to do the chasing, because I ain't got time. I'm not going to get this done today. Hot and colds, I drill through sleeve, and again we'll have to chase across, but I'll mark all them out, and then tower rail, I'll just drill a couple of holes as tight as I can this way, although I really need the chase doing first on that one, not tower rail, radiator, you know what I meant. But yeah, at least we're getting something done. 22mm holes drilled through there for the hot and colds, and then I'll just mark out on the other side, and that'll do for today, because I've got other places to be. So yeah, at least we made a start on it anyway. We've got a head around the job. So that's the waste pipe. I've marked that out with a 4 to the basin, and there the hot and colds will stub out there for a T for the toilet. I might even be able to chop that in a bit and try and get that across a little bit more, but it depends on the pans. If it's like a fully back to the wall one, you won't see it anyway, so I'll have a look at that. I think I'll get it. Not much else I can do, and then just mark out for, I think I'll just put like a little, allow for a little 400 radiator, so pipes at 490 plus 45 either side on there. It's only a little room, it doesn't need to be very big in here. Even a little 300, I'll have a look, see what's going to fit best. Just get them marked out, and that's it for today. and hopefully when we come back they're chased out for us and we can just literally put our pipes in, get them lagged up and get it sorted. So the rest of the rods in the house is 7" to the bottom, so if we chop them out there somewhere, I'll just bring them out, a couple of them chrome stem elbow straight into the valve. It should look okay. I can always nibble the pipe down a little bit after it's been chased in anyway. Yeah, it should be alright. So I'll just literally do a chase there and then we're done. That's all we can get done today. Right, that'll do. That's marked up for the builder. He says he's going to do the chasing because this job was dropped on me a little bit. I'm on a boiler, well, his plasterer is saying he's starting Thursday. I'm on a boiler Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but it might only take 2.5 days, so I might just be able to pop back Wednesday afternoon, just pop these in. As I say, I've done a big kitchen first fix this morning, so I was really late getting here. Well, I wasn't even going to come here today. And then he said, oh, all right, we're plastering. Oh, I try and help people out, like, and he always puts you under pressure, but yeah, you get it done. The trouble is I've got nobody else to do it, so we'll be all right, we'll get it done. And as I say, first time I've seen the job as well, but at least we know where we're getting the hot and colds from and the heating and everything from. So yeah, it won't be too bad now. It won't be too bad. Worst bit's done.